Hello, everybody. Today is Wednesday, so I have a Wednesday Wisdom Nugget for you. And it is entitled Happiness is a Choice. And indeed, it is. Again, happiness is a choice. So, as usual, I have a Bible verse to go with that. My Bible verse is coming from Philippians 4:11-13. And it reads, "Not that I speak in respect of want. For I have learned, in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased, and I know how to abound. Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." Once again, Philippians 4:11-13. This is the King James Version. So to me, this just basically speaks on pushing yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Choosing a different attitude, a different walk, a different way of thinking. And God will bless you. God will strengthen you. And all you have to do is take the little bit that you have, even if you're tired, even if you're like, I don't know how much more I can take. God is going to take that little bit that's left and he's going to multiply it and he's going to strengthen you. But before he can do that, you have to do your part. Happiness is a choice. You have to wake up every day, even in your waiting season now, and you still have to do the work. Even while we search for other jobs, if it's another job that you're looking for, you still have to apply for those jobs. You still have to go to career fairs. You still have to go to networking events, buy a new business suit. You still have to do things to make it all align, to make it all come together. And out of all those things that you're doing that is legwork, you want to know what is most important? Your thinking. Your thinking, your attitude, and your character, and feeling. And that is being happy. I mean, sure, this year has been tough. This season has been tough on everyone. The pandemic has been tough on everyone. But how long are you going to be a victim? At what point are you going to wake up and say, no more? I'm going to declare and decree that everything is wonderful. My life is blessed. My seed is blessed. I am blessed. My family is blessed. I am protected and I am happy. I have joy. Joy everlasting. Even if, they told you you are past due on your mortgage or your rent, even if you just lost your job, that is the goal. That is the key, to still keep pushing. God is your strength. He is your strength. He said he can do all things that strengtheneth you. He can do everything that still gives you strength. But guess what? You have to do your part. That's where it goes back to having the right attitude and to choosing happiness, choosing faith, choosing peace. That is all within you. No one wants to be around a negative Nancy. I hate to burst your bubble. No one, you know what a negative Nancy is. Like, I don't know. That one coworker who is always miserable, always complaining, always whining. That one family member, always whining, always being just over the top. That one friend who is just so angry. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want that. I don't want to go there. It's too hot. It's too cold. It stinks in here. It's this. It's that. I'm too fat. I don't want to go out. I don't okay. It's like, I just want to shake some of those people sometimes and say, get the stick out of your you know what, okay? And live and be happy. You're never going to have it all together. You're never going to be perfect. It's never going to be the right time. I wish I could tell you that. And I wish I could tell my younger self that. You just have to go on anyhow. You just have to push yourself anyhow. You just have to be determined. okay, this happened and that happened, but I'm going to be okay. But back to my story, you know that you have that one person in your life, and you can sit up and you have the greatest mood. You're so happy you just got good news. Even if you didn't have good news, you wake up determined to have a good day and you have a smile on your face, and you talk to that one person and you're like, it's such a great day. You're ready to tell them good news, and they're like, what's good about it? I broke my foot, or a bee stung me yesterday. And you're just like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Then they go on to something else. Yeah, and this happened to me, and last week it was this, and this is this, and that is that, and da da da. And what does it do to you? It breaks you down. So now your energy was all the way up there, and now your energy has dropped all the way down here because you're like, oh. That is why it is important to always have that light, and to keep that energy, and to keep that momentum, and to stay away from the darkness, the negative people. Because a positive plus a negative does what? It equals a negative. I don't know how many times I can say that. A positive plus a positive equals a positive. A negative plus a negative equals a negative. But guess what? A positive plus a negative also equals a negative. So you have to be around people who are going to bring you light, who are optimists and not pessimists. Nobody wants to be around a pessimist. Nobody wants to be around somebody who's always complaining, always a victim, always blaming somebody else, never wants to take accountability, always negative, always whining, always crying, always begging. I mean, come on, baby. I mean, we all got issues. I want to tell some of these people, everyone has issues, whether they choose to tell you or not. And they're not obligated to tell you either. They're not obligated to tell you their issues. So we just have to get to a point, people, where we have some self-talk, and what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. And I know sometimes it gets hard to remain strong. I'm with you. I'm there. I'm that person. But you still have to just keep going and keep the right attitude, because I'm telling you, when you are happy and when you're just still waking up every day and you're on a high vibration, you have light, and you are determined every day to not let this world bring you down, there is nothing like that peace. You can have the fire all around you, but if you have peace in your mind, your body, and your soul, it's not going to affect you. I mean, I promise you, you're going to sleep well, and everything is just going to all come together and align in the right timing. You just have to stay encouraged. And I know it's hard. It's hard for all of us. But once again, happiness is a choice. I've worked in customer service a lot of times. I've had plenty of jobs working in customer service. And I'm here to tell you, I've dealt with many customers, and the worst customers were the overprivileged people that were impatient, that didn't want to wait, that were complaining. And as a consumer myself, I'm very big on superior customer service. I can't stand the people when I'm coming in to buy something from your establishment, and it is your establishment too, because you're representing it. You work there. You are a partner of that company because you chose to work there. So because you chose to work there, you took up all of their values. I mean, I guess that's the way I was taught, because I've had years and years of customer service, and that's the way I felt too. I'm like, okay, whatever happened to that customer, I felt like it happened to me, and I had a heart and I had compassion. But anyways, I can't stand going into an establishment and I'm not spoken to, I'm not acknowledged. Like a drive-through, I'm driving through, I'm trying to get some food, and I hear nothing. And I'm like, hello, are you there? Knock, knock. I do want to order a sandwich, or I want to order this, and I want to order that. And I can't stand when that person is like, go ahead. Go ahead and do what? Go ahead can mean anything. Go ahead and do cartwheels. Go ahead and use the bathroom. Go ahead and, I don't know, drive. I mean, go ahead. I'm just like, that phraseology is horrible. Go ahead is for a dog. Go ahead is for a puppy. I'm a human. And then it's like you order and you order one thing. I want a burger. Is that it? No. I also want French fries. Is that it? That person that's asking you after, is that it? Is that it? Actually, it's not. I'm actually trying to help you here in having something to do and also in keeping your company going and flowing. So, anyways, then you drive through to, the drive through to the window, and they're just sitting there. And I can't stand the people. I'm speaking to them. I'm just the nicest person ever, I promise. I'm talking to them. I'm so happy. I'm so upbeat. I'm talking to them. How's your day going? How are you doing? They're going straight to something else. Your total is 1097. Your total is 5 something something. Then they're throwing me my change. They're not saying thank you. They're not saying whatever. I mean, and it's even when you've had the nicest tone and you're just thinking, did I do something to you or what's going on? Then you go to the second window. Then there's that person and they're just throwing you your food and you're like, can I have a napkin, please? Can I have ketchup? And they're looking at you like, you're still here? Then they finally give you ketchup and napkins. They throw it at you. And they just have that attitude. And I'm telling you, I don't know. For me, you don't want to be that person. Because we all know how it feels to be the person on the other side receiving that treatment. And people treating you like it's a crime to actually go out and eat. People treating you like, why are you here? You don't want to be that person giving off that negative energy. If someone is trying to talk to you, if someone is trying to smile at you, smile back. I mean, talk back to them. You don't know what people are going through. And one thing that I've been doing during the pandemic, that the pandemic truly has been a blessing for me, because one thing I never really used to do was talk to random people. And since 2020, random people have been talking to me. I don't know if this is a test from God. I don't know what's going on. But I promise you, I've been having extensive conversations with random people, and they've been telling me about their life story. I've been listening. I've been looking at them in their eyes. I've been encouraging them, and they've been encouraging me. And COVID has really done a number on so many people. And don't brush people off that come to you and want to talk to you randomly, because some of these people, they've lost loved ones that's all they've known. I've talked to a lot of older people who all they had were their spouses, and their spouses died from COVID or whatever the case may be. So these past 2 years for a lot of people have been a lot. Be their light. Don't be their darkness. There's so much darkness in the world. There's so much darkness every day in our daily lives. I mean, it costs nothing to be light to somebody else, to be an encourager for somebody else, to lend a helping hand to somebody else. So for me, listening to people's stories and just talking to people randomly and being friendly, actually, for a change since the pandemic, for me, it has helped me tremendously. I've met a lot of great people too, since the pandemic. The pandemic has really taken me outside of my box. I used to kind of stay in my box. I was like, no, I'm not going to talk to that person. But actually coming outside of my box and talking to random people, and like I said, just opening up, it has really, really helped me tremendously. So I want to advise everyone out there to do the same. Even if a stranger approaches you, be nice to them and be happy. Give them a smile. And it all starts every day with at least 5 to 10 minutes of prayer, meditation, talking to God, knowing your purpose. Even if you don't know your purpose yet, thank God in advance that you're going to know your purpose. Thank God for your path. Thank God for your life. Just waking up every day with gratitude, looking in the mirror, telling yourself you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you are wonderful, you're going to make it through. Even if you feel so sad inside, it's pep talk. It's that self-talk. It's pushing yourself when you cannot see. And you can do it. If you have lips to talk, if you have a mouth to move, and people that are like, I just can't do it. I can't see myself doing it. I don't feel like it. Do it. Do it even when you just don't feel like doing it. And I promise you, the little bit that you do daily, God is going to take the rest of it and he's going to multiply it. I promise you. You just have to do it. You have to push yourself and you have to have a determination that I'm not going to sit and I'm not going to loathe in this. I'm not going to be depressed. I'm not going to be sad about this situation. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to have joy because God gave me life. God gave me strength. And if you have a job that you hate, God gave me this job. So I'm going to keep going. I'm going to apply for other jobs. I'm going to blah, 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 blah. But I'm still not going to lose my happiness and my joy. Because so many people have lost not days of their joy, not hours of their joy. Can you imagine years of their joy? A lot of people have lost years of their joy and they don't even see it. You can see it though. You can see it in their face. You can see it in their actions. You can see the tension in their body. Like their shoulders may kind of droop, or they just might seem like they're so just uptight. Let it go. Release. Breathe in, breathe out. Just let it go and be happy. Again, it is a choice. What are you going to choose today? Are you still going to be sad, thinking about yesterday, thinking about years ago? Or are you going to let it go and say, it's a new day, it's a clean slate, I'm a new being, I'm a new creature, I'm a new person. Today, it might feel uncomfortable, but I'm going to choose to smile. I'm going to choose to be happy and put a smile on my face. And I'm going to have a new perspective about this situation. And watch when you do that, like I said, God is going to do the rest. He's going to take your little and he's going to multiply it. And before you know it, the open door will come to your blessing. God bless. Again, happiness is a choice. God bless you. Goodbye.